So a new year is soon upon us, and for me, 2024 was a bust for the most part. So I am doing what I need to do to make 2025 a good year. My name is Lisa. I am going to be sharing my challenges. So I have organization and routine and financial challenges and fitness and health, all the things. So I'm going to share with you how I am going to stay organized and on track. One way is by doing this. A few years back when I started my Instagram page, I realized that sharing my journey was a really good way to hold myself accountable. Along the way, I found people who motivated me and encouraged me when I didn't feel like I had it what it took to keep going. But also I discovered that I actually inspired people, and we learned from each other, and I made friends along the way. So here it is. I'm going to do this for 2025, and I'm starting with this video, number one, to hold myself accountable, but also number two, to share with you how I am going to do that. Okay, starting out with journaling, because it helps me. This is not a new journal, actually. I'm just picking up where I left off before because I want to save money. Okay, absolutely nothing fancy. This is the binder that I used before. I did save some of the pages. You can see I am using the budget by paycheck method. But I actually, because I have the download, I combined the Leverage Planner with the budget by paycheck. I printed out the pages myself. This is a heavier weight than regular typing paper so that it doesn't bleed through. Any bills I have to pay, I'm putting there. And I kept in the important information on how to use it. And then, so I took pages out that I didn't want. My first thing is the financial plan, my goals. Short-term, mid-range, and long-term. I don't have amounts here. And of course, this is a work in progress. That's why it's in pencil. My word of the year is thrive, because I feel like 2024, the word of the year was survive, or just get through it. And this is just a reminder to myself. I didn't want to waste paper, so some of the pages are white because I printed differently. These are my savings challenges for the year, my sinking funds, how much I want to save total. I don't do monthly. I'm doing by the week because I get paid every week, and then the date that I want to have it paid off. So nothing there yet. My personal debt, where I started the beginning of the year and where I'm ending up. That's just for me. Personal goals. This one is a fitness challenge that I want to do. And I've decided I want to do a fitness challenge every month. So for the month of January, I'm doing a plank challenge, and I do have a graphic organizer to show that. So this is just for me. Yearly spending. So this is going to be updated each month. And of course, the savings. Right now, there isn't any. Medical bills. I thought I would leave this one in there. I didn't have a bill tracker. And I don't have any memberships and subscriptions other than my gym membership. And that's $19 a month. And I give that money to my husband, and he pays it. Gift cards, which I don't really have. Never used this before, but I did get some gift cards from my job, so I figured I would use it to track them. Credit score. Wah, wah, wah. I know. It is what it is. This is where I'm starting. And I know it is not January yet, but this, I'm starting today because it's the Sunday, and I'm including this first week because the first falls midweek. So this is where I started, and this was the one I did before. I was actually doing better before, but this is where I'm at. These are the budget categories, and they're color coded because when I write down my receipts and I highlight them, I will use the color for the category so that I can track my spending and my savings, mostly spending. So like, for example, medical would be copay, medicine, and any self-pay I have to do, like if I go someplace that's not covered by my insurance. So those are all my categories. Pet budget, which I also did not do before, but I think it would be a good idea. My goal is to have $1,000 as an emergency fund. And then my personal January goals, again, my calendar, my binder looks different than everybody else's. And I don't need to print it out. It doesn't need to be frou-frou, but this is just things that I personally want to accomplish in the month of January. And then I use the calendar from the Liverage Planner because I like the things on the sides. It gives me some more things to think about. And then I also use the personal planner from the Liverage Planner. So I can add my menu, shopping list, reminders, personal goal habit trackers. So drinking water, that's a big one for me, and moving my body. And I'll probably add more in here as I go, but this is each week. And then my chore chart, and then other things in here. And then we get into the financials. So I start with my checking and my paycheck, my DoorDash, savings, but I don't add that into the tally because that is partly emergency fund, partly Blue Hen, and then just savings. So I don't use that to spend. I'm just recording it. And then any cash that my son gives me towards a bill that I helped him pay. And then I use the money that I have available, and these are my fixed expenses. I know it's a little blurry. Sorry. Fixed expenses are the bills that I have to pay, and I divide them by the number of weeks in the month. It makes it a whole lot easier for me to pay something that's smaller than a massive bill. So this is what I want to pay. This is what I actually paid. Sometimes it'll be bigger, and sometimes it'll be smaller. Hopefully not smaller. And then I also included a $100 cushion just to make sure that I still have money in the bank. Yes, I wish it was more, but that's where I'm at. And variable, okay, so then fixed expenses total right there, and then what's left over. And then here is variable expenses. This is what I'd like to pay. This is what I'm going to pay or put into the envelopes. This is a cash system. And so you can see right here, there's not much going on. I'm still trying to figure out this system because I've been a full-time dasher for 2 years, and I've planned it in such a way that my payday was always on Sunday. Well, now with my day job, my payday is on Friday. So I'm still trying to figure out how to tweak it as to when I want to pay myself from DoorDash, if it's going to be every day or once a week. So that's why there's nothing here yet. These are my sinking funds, and these are things that I'm saving for. And those are the things that I had listed for my goals. This is if you have any extra debt. So if you still have money left over, extra debt goes here and extra savings. And then using the cash envelope system. So like say for cats, that would be like kitty litter and cat food, $30. So I write it here, the category, the amount, and then the increments. So if I want a 20 and a 10 or all fives. And then there's teller slips that you use. Hold on. So these are the teller slips. and you take that to the bank, and it's very convenient. And then any money thoughts. So it continues. So I have 5 of them because there's 5 weeks. And then after that is the expense tracker. And this one is recording absolutely everything that goes in and comes out. So bills, paycheck, anything that I spend money on, any receipts. So I record them, and then I highlight the category that they fall under. And at the end of the month, I tally up how much I spent for each category. And this is going to help me tweak the money that I put into my cash envelopes for my variable expenses, especially gas. Again, I was full-time dashing for 2 years, so I spent a lot on gas, and I also had an oil change every single month, which is no longer the case. So that's what all of this is. And then monthly net worth tracker. So this is done at the end of the month. So my assets, so I have the 2 car payments that I am paying on. So the asset would be the Blue Book value. And then the liability is how much I still owe on both of those. My student loan and my credit card, my Robinhood, savings, checking, and cash. And then this system here, where did my money go? It helps me figure out how much I spent each month, difference between this month and last month. So it just helps me stay on track, whether I was over or under. And then over here, again, where did my money go? Inflow, debt payoff. So again, another way to just keep everything in track. Budget categories and comparison. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of those yet, but I put them in there. And then this one I got from my life coach, Deidre Weaver. So this is a comparison of a real 24 hours that I'm doing right now. This is my life. This is assuming I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Starting tomorrow, temporarily, I'm going to be at work at 7:30 instead of 9. So I'm hoping this is going to work. So morning routine includes recording anything in my budget binder, my chores that I have to do in the morning, getting ready for work, eating breakfast, all of that. I have 2 hours. I gave myself a half hour for my commute, and then I work from 7 to 5:30, half hour commute home. And then I go home, feed the cats, grab some food, and then I dash, go to the gym, come home, and then I sleep. And that's my life. Not including weekends or my day off. Ideally, the only difference is that instead of dashing, I'm creating. So sewing, making things, that would be it. And then the last page in this book right here, Feedback Not Failure, for January, I have 4 goals that I'm focusing on: establishing a morning routine, exercising 3 times or more a week, no spending for school lunches, and basically to put money in all of my envelopes and challenges every week. So action steps. So what do I need to do to make it happen? And then at the end of the month, what worked, what didn't work, and then feedback for the future. And then those are the sinking funds, the cash envelopes. Okay, this lovely binder I got from the dollar store. Again, not new, reusing it. So these are the envelopes that I was talking about. These are the ones that I'm going to carry in my purse. And these are the ones that are savings that will stay in my binder. And what I used is actually craft paper. I got this at Michael's. This was on clearance, so this was less than $4. It's really heavy duty paper. It's really not my style, but it was $4. So it is my style. And this is my template from the one I used before. and then I just trace the paper, and then I fold it, and I used my hot glue gun to seal them because I couldn't find my Scotch tape. Truth. And then each of them are labeled. Inside is my tracking recording sheet. So the date, description, how much did I take out of the envelope, and what's my balance left. And this is updated every week. If there's any money left over, it will go into my 52-week savings challenge. If there's any fives, that will go into this one, my $5 challenge. And this is a coffee can I covered with shelf liner. That's it. Cut a hole in the lid. Nothing fancy. So these are those ones. These are my savings ones. So the month of January is my... Hold on. Okay, so savings challenges. Again, reusing an old one. And I'm just going to... I might use some of these, but I'm also going to use some of my own. This one I liked. This was the Jolly Cash. You pick a word that has 5 letters because January has 5 weeks. Why did I choose it? And how much will I have saved? And so that was the first one. And then I have a few others. This one is trash. So my husband and I share bills. This is the one that I am doing. So every week I save $7, which is very easy to do. It's a whole lot easier than coming up with $93 all at once. So for every $5 I color a pot. When it's all done, I will have more than I need with a few dollars left over for the next one. This one is for my emergency fund. And these are from Debt Free Charts, Heidi Nash. Some of the charts are from her, and some of the charts are from the Budget Mom. These are all free printables, so I like that. And I just downloaded them, and I printed out the ones that I liked. Your goal is yours, and then there's 100, so you just divide it by that many. My garden fund. Home fund. This one looks interesting. I haven't used this one before. I have a couple different ones. Vet, medical, and car. Credit card. My car. My husband's car. And student loan. This is a mess because originally I was doing what I was paying, but then I'm doing by $500 increments because this doesn't take into account the interest that keeps accruing. And then debt free, that's the goal. And that's how to play that one. And then on the other side here, I have my fitness challenge, 30-day plank. I actually started it today again because I'm starting today. And then I'm just going to see how long I can hold a plank. And because I have back issues, I'm doing it on my knees and my elbows. So there it is. Okay, I know I talked really fast and there was so much to say, and I know it was kind of going in and out. I don't have a fancy gadget thing to hold the camera. It's me holding my phone. I forgot one thing. This one is for coins. Yes, it is rum. I am a rum girl. And on the 52-week challenge, I will come up with something to record if I've done it or not. And I also will come up with some kind of a container system. I don't want to do clear plastic pages because I don't want to see the money. I want it to be a surprise. Kind of like this one. I don't want to look inside it. I'm going to tape it shut so I can't open it and take anything out once it's in. So, one other thing. I have these little teeny seed bead bracelets. And on the other hand, I have 2 more. So every day, my goal is to drink 3 of these, and I'm on my 3rd one. So once I drink this one, then I can transfer it over, and I know I have had enough water to drink for the day. That's just an easy way for me to track it. Yeah, I'm sure there will be more. And I am absolutely positive that it's not going to be perfect in the beginning. It's not. I'm okay with that. This is a work in progress. This is a system that, as long as I do my best, it's going to work. So there it is. If you have any questions, let me know. I will post links for the Budget Mom and the debt-free printables, trackers. And yeah, 2025, the year to thrive. Let's do this.